I've heard before, I know it's been reported before that you're ambidextrous, and I've read stories about you on a driving range, swing both ways, different clubs. But on the ice, how does that help you? Like, does it give you a stronger backhand, for example, or are there any skills that you apply in game with your ability to be ambidextrous?
I don't know if it helps me at all. I mean, I think it's just a cool thing to have, a trick in your bag. Maybe if equipment manager hands you the wrong stick, you go out there and make a play with it right-handed. But it's something pretty cool that I've developed over the course of years, and I'm not too sure if it helps me at all on the ice, but I'd like to think it does.
Is it something you worked at or something that just came naturally to you?
I'd say a little bit of both. Kind of came natural. My dad was a righty growing up, and whether it was using his golf clubs or his hockey sticks, kind of just getting the flow and rhythm with it, left and righty. So kind of just developing that over time, and have it now. So it's pretty cool.
This process has been going on for a couple of months now. What's it like to just be on the eve of the draft and just waiting to hear what team is going to pick you?
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. It still doesn't feel real yet. I was, just with all the guys over in Germany, and now, time flies. It's crazy, how much fun I've had over these past couple of years, and how exciting it is. And I'm just ready for tomorrow night. I'm ready to be sitting there with my family and enjoying the moment.
What's that uncertainty like, not knowing where you're going to land?
I think it's the whole part of the process. It's pretty cool. I think if you knew where you're going to go, it wouldn't be as fun. So I think, kind of having those odds in the air it's a whole part of the process, and I'm looking forward to it.
What were your meetings like?
They went pretty well. I think I spoke to around 14 or 16 teams, and it was just a fun experience. It only happens once, the draft combine, so I just try to soak as much fun as I can, and I had a really good time with it.
You talked about it maybe not being real yet. Does it become a little more real when you land in Montreal, when you see the Bell Center and all of this? Is it a little more tangible?
Yeah, I think all the stuff's going to hit me at once, especially when I walk into the rink and see all the teams on the floor. I think that's when it's really going to hit me. It's just crazy how the time flies, over the course of 2 years, something you've been working for these past couple of years now. And, now it's finally here. It's pretty fun. I'm just trying to, soak as much as I can out of it.
Have you been able to experience any Montreal since you got here, other than the clinic this morning?
No, yesterday I got in around noon, and my mom and I walked around downtown. We had a good place to eat. Went to Gibby's. I heard that's a really good steakhouse around here, so we saw a couple teams there. The steak there was really good, and we had a good time. So I've been here a couple of times before, whether it was tournaments, but I have a familiar understanding around the city.
So your dad was a goaltender, right?
Yeah.
So what was it like having a dad to shoot on growing up? And was there like a big rivalry between you, just trying to, as you got older, trying to get better at beating him?
I wouldn't say there's a rivalry at all. I think it's just more fun, whether it's street hockey or shooting on him and on the ice. It's all part of the fun, part of the process. I think he did play a big role in my development. He played such a high level at goalie, and whether it was shooting on him, teach me ways to score on goalies, because he's got to the highest level. He knows all the holes to score on goalies. I think just all those things over the course of years has helped me become a really good goal scorer, and I think a lot of that is rewarded to him. So, yeah.
For people who maybe haven't seen you play, how would you describe your game to a fan base that's about to have you in their organization?
Yeah, I'd say I'm a two-way power forward with lots of skill, who loves throwing the body, is extremely versatile, whether it's playing left wing, right wing, or center, power play, penalty kill. I'd say I'm a complete package. I can play any role in any situation.
Just talk about coming from a hockey family. How much do you think that's kind of helped you just get through everything, this whole process, and get you to the highest level that you're about to be at?
Yeah, I think it's just the mentality. They've been through it. My mom and dad have been through it. Whether it was my mom living with my dad, playing pro over the years, so they kind of have an understanding of what this is all about. Where it's not a family where they don't really know about it. So it's nice to have that background. They know what it takes to get to the highest level, especially with my dad playing the National Hockey League. And so I'm looking forward to it. And they've been great so far.
Was Buffalo one of the teams you spoke with at the Combine?
It is, yeah. It went really well with them, and I thought I had a really good interview with them.
Was there anything about it that left an impression on you, or the organization itself?
It was pretty cool. I talked to Adam Nightingale's brother. He works with the program, and I met him a couple times before in Plymouth and USA, and it was pretty cool to see him again. Great guy, and it was pretty cool chatting with him.
When did hockey become your passion? Did you play some other sports growing up, and then you kind of narrowed it down? Or?
Yeah, in Arizona, I played hockey, football, and soccer, and I think I just pursued my dreams as a hockey player. With my dad playing hockey, seeing his old jerseys and his old gear is something pretty cool. Growing up and seeing, and as I made the move over from Arizona to Michigan, I didn't pursue any other sports besides hockey.
Your jersey selection, have you thought about maybe playing with Jack or Nico or some of the talent that's on that team?
Of course, yeah. You know, it's something I've been thinking about a lot. You know, I've spoke with Jack a couple times, whether it was working out with him in Plymouth, and he's nothing but the best. You know, he's number one overall for a reason. You know, he's got such class, and he's a great guy, and it was fun chatting with him.
It was like having that USA connection between the guys.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. You see guys, you know, from all ages in the gym, whether it's working out or on the ice. It's pretty cool to see how much, you know, the program has done to help players, you know, get to the highest level. And, you know, I'm lucky to be a part of that group, and it's pretty cool to chat with some older guys and their experiences through the NHL.
What feedback has he given you about the organization, maybe the style, the coaches, the structure?
Yeah, you just said it's a great place to play. You know, I asked him about a couple good, you know, restaurants to go out to, and he had a couple in mind. So it was pretty cool chatting with him. You know, he's nothing but the best, like I said, and it's been pretty cool so far.
What's it like been for you this week now that you're here, you're in Montreal, it's, you know, the whole experience is coming tomorrow. What have these last kind of 48 hours been like?
A little nerves and excitement. You know, it's something you've been waiting for your whole life, and now that it's finally here, it's pretty crazy how the time flies. So I'm just looking forward for tomorrow night and to spend time with my family and celebrate. So I'm excited for it.
Who do you have here with you?
My parents, my two younger sisters, and my older brother, and you know, lots of other families going to be there, grandparents, you know, family, friends. So it'll be a fun time, fun night to remember for sure.
If you could describe yourself as a player for people who don't know, what would be your defining factor?
I'd say my confidence, you know, the way I play on the ice, just, you know, my physical presence as well, just being such a big player. It comes from, you know, repetition, stuff I do off the ice, and, you know, when I get on the ice, it's helped me out. Helps me a lot more. So.
Talked about that American connection earlier.
Yeah.
So many of your teammates from the U.S. program projected to go high in the first round just like you. Has it been nice to go through this process with those guys?
Yeah, it's pretty cool. You know, I'd like to say our practices are harder than some games because, you know, just we all have like-minded goals of playing in the National Hockey League one day, and, you know, we all compete so hard, and it's fun, you know, playing against the best players every single day, you know, in practice, and I think they've been there every single step of the way, and it's been great to develop over the course of 2 years with them.